Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Boo Bear. We're adding some hot water to the pool this morning. Whoopsie! Lyndle just slipped. Was it cold? The hose water, the water straight out of the hose is freezing.
There is a mat under the pool.
Yeah, we put a mat under there so it's not just straight on the concrete, but these guys are at the age where Connor can appreciate them, they can appreciate Connor. It's just really fun to watch cousins hanging out together. But yeah, we're adding some hot water so that it's not so cold. Hopefully by this afternoon the sun will warm it up and it'll be good for Eloise too. We might put a little separate pool out for her though. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Warm water. Nice and warm. So if you've ever lost a pet or a person and you just want to feel like really depressed and wallow in your emotion, then I highly recommend the song Just Don't Think I'll Ever Get Over You by Colin Hay. So earlier today Brad was like, are you feeling okay? I guess because I'm like a Lyndle, or Lyndle's like me, in that we pretty much just say whatever's on our mind, which makes for a really natural vlog because I could just talk about whatever I'm thinking and it makes a vlog. So, but I guess I just haven't said a whole lot this week. And it reminds me of the line in this song that says, without you, there is less to say. It's just really depressing. Brad's really good about like picking a song for the moment. And this is, it seems like over dramatic because
I was gonna say, I wasn't gonna play the song because I didn't want you to cry.
yeah. Is this what you were thinking of? I guess the point of all of this is to say that I do a majority of our filming for our vlogs, and I've just not had anything to say. For one, I have not had anything to say, and for two, I've just not felt happy. And so most of our channel is like happy, cheerful, the kids doing fun things. I feel like my emotions are resonating with Bear, and Bear has had a really hard couple of days. It's just really strange. Like they've studied not the imposition, but like the transfer of emotions from human to human even when nothing is said. And I feel like Bear is a really sensitive guy, and he's just really picked up on the fact that I'm not feeling emotionally anywhere near 100%, and so he's sort of acting out in weird ways. So with that said, we've been enjoying family time. It's Memorial Day weekend. I'm so grateful for the distraction of the busyness of this weekend. I have a dear aunt that's down from Kansas City, and we haven't seen her in a very long time because of the whole quarantine thing, but she's here for the weekend, and it's a very welcome distraction for me. Those that aren't animal people have no idea. They don't understand. So this is gonna sound dramatic and like weird, and like the mourning of a loss of an animal to people who aren't animal people doesn't compare to the mourning of a loss of a person. But to people who are dog lovers, it's every bit as much painful as losing a person, and sometimes even more painful. Rusty was my dog before Brad and I were before I even knew Brad. So I picked Rusty out at an animal shelter when he was 5 weeks old and raised him from that point as a single mom. And he just saw me through everything, every major transition in my life. He was with me when I moved to a place where I was living by myself for the very first time. I didn't have roommates like I did in college. It was just me and my condo, and Rusty was there with me for that, and he was my best friend. He was the person that I was with 24/7. I would like, all of my classmates would go out and do things, and there were literally times that I was like, I'm not going if I can't bring my dog. So he was a huge part of my life, and it's not that he became less important when the kids were born, but I do feel like my love was spread, and I didn't get to spend as much time with him the last 2 years as I did in the beginning, 10 years, sorry. He was 12 when he passed away. And so it's just been really, like, the worst part of this grief has been from me feeling bad about the last 2 years of his life. And I keep telling Brad, like, I just wish I could go back and redo them. And Brad is wonderful at reminding me that, like, I can only give so much, and I've been giving everything to our human children. And it's not that Rusty's life hasn't been as good. In some ways it's been better, because in the last 2 years we've moved back here and he hasn't been on a leash a single time. He's been able to just run through the woods at his leisure. He's been a free dog, which like never in his life has he been able to do that. He's always had to be leashed, and if there's anything he loved, it was running through the woods chasing deer and squirrels, and he's been able to do that to his heart's content for the last 2 years. So he's had a really wonderful life. And it's just, grief is such a weird thing, and I've been researching it because I haven't really had an opportunity in my life where I've grieved this hard, and I just wanted to learn more about the grief process and what's normal, and maybe some grieving techniques that will help, because it's just been really, really hard. It's been really hard. The first couple of days were probably the hardest couple of days in my life. So with that said, we haven't been vlogging a whole lot, but we will try to make up for it and get some memories of these cute kids.
It is Sunday, and I am so happy to have some sports back. Even if it's like, you know, not a true competition, I'm just glad to be able to sit in the chair and watch a little bit of sports. It is nice. So today is Sunday. I've probably said that before. The day before Memorial Day. Look at this thing. Hey, honey, you look super cute. We are headed over to our aunt and uncle's house. We're going to do, we called it a low country boil or a shrimp boil here. And watch some more golf. Rainy weather, who knows if we'll get outside, we'll see. Hey guys. Are you guys best friends? Yeah. Bear, who's your best friend? Who's your best friend, Bear?
Could that someone be you?
Boo Bear. Berend Porter. Hey. Hey, Bear. Who's your best friend?
Lyndle.
Lyndle, who's your best friend?
And Bear.
And Bear, who's your best friend?
Danny.
Annie? Aunt Annie is your best friend?
No.
Aw. Hey, Lyndle, what did you say when you came out? Bear's tall enough to reach the lights.
It's white.
Bear's tall enough to reach the lights?
Yeah.
You are growing like a weed.
Like a weed.
That's right. Mark and Betty's. Betty, what did you say about recovering your chairs?
I saw an idea when we were in Springs, California, and the girl had her chair recovered, or had her chair in the fur. And I thought, I am going to redo mine from my mom. Well, actually, they're my grandpa's.
A little bit older than you, they are.
They're
older than me.
And that's old. If these are older than Lala.
They're 60.
They may have been older than Buck and
But she said she did it in the fur cover to match the cats.
That was the story.
Yep.
Excuse you.
Dad life. Twin dad life.
Yeah.
We're on the bottom. Don't get too close to that bear.
Stop.
I see you're playing with a cat toy.
that truck
You guys need to buy them some cat toys.
Yeah. What makes you think we haven't? Oh boy. Yes. Oh yeah. Hey, dinner's on the table, literally. Hey guys, how cool is it to eat off the table? Cool? Was it good? Oh yeah.
She's reading that book by herself and she was going, yes, this matches him. And then she realized it was a girl and switched it. So that matches her.
and pee-pee.
And
Oh, and
poopied and pee-pee?
your nene.
Yeah! Color in the pig. I can try it on
Take.
Neon tape, fast you can. And roll it.
So today's the day that we published Rusty's. The vlog was titled Closure. And right now, it's only been out for about 5 hours and there's already 700 comments. And there have been a lot of emails with pictures and stories about their pets, and they're just really heartwarming. So thank you very much.
Oh, no, like that.
She'll tear up and start crying if she says anything.
I'm awake.
Talk about tearing up and crying. Look at these guys.
Oh, I'm awake.
Are you guys best friends?
Yeah.
All right, Bear, who's your best friend?
Well,
Lyndle knows. Still says Annie. That's because she drew. Is it because she flies a drone? Yeah.
He doesn't know that you play a drum, probably.
No, I never did.
Are you being real soft?
I love our kids right before bedtime.
I know, they're so good. Oh,
But
did she try to bite you?
we don't vlog them much right before bedtime because it's usually bath and then they're naked running around for half an hour and then we put them to bed.
Right.
So we just don't vlog often. Hey, oh, Lyndle.
Are you excited for our new couches?
Yeah, gosh, we ordered new couches like a month ago and they're finally gonna be here on Friday.
Furniture just does not come quickly.
No, it does not. Yes.
Whoa, did that hurt? Oh gosh. So we're not gonna eat or drink on them. See how long that lasts.
Yeah, no kidding.